Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here to do my Friday book haul today, but I just wanted to make a little announcement before I get into my book haul. I'm going to have a bunch of videos coming, probably a couple each day, as well as Etsy shop updates for a series of traveler's notebooks that I will be putting up for the holidays. So I'm just going to quickly show them to you so that I can just make sure that everybody knows that they're coming, and so you're not wondering where all these videos are coming from. So anyhow, I'll just do a quick, here's what they look like. Very hungry caterpillar, a couple of those. These are my, I did a tutorial for these journal covers. So there's a couple of those. There is a slow stitch journal coming. And then the rest are my collage masterboard style journal traveler's notebooks. So these will all be heading into my Etsy shop, and there will be a separate flip through video for each one. What you should know is I've used kind of the same like format recipe kind of to create them, but the materials are different. So let's say we have a page that has a pocket made from a vintage photo. Within each journal, it will be a vintage photo used for a pocket, but it will be a different authentic vintage photo. And the ephemera is all different. The pages are all unique and individual, but like the format is the same. So in the event you're interested in these, I recommend that you follow me on Etsy. You'll see me popping them up maybe a couple every day or so. Yeah, they would be really great, honestly, as gifts, as well as gifts for multiple people, because I know sometimes it's like if you're buying for, you know, a sister or a child or whatever, like you want to give the same thing to multiple people. So this would give you that opportunity. So I wanted to just kind of quickly show those to you before I jump into my Friday book haul, because I actually have a nice book haul today. I got a few books earlier in the week, and then I got some really neat stuff today. So let me get these out of the way. Just move them out of the way here. Hold on. Okay, so starting with what I got today. First, this isn't a book, but it's these cute little wooden mushrooms, and I really like them. I think they would be very cute on journal covers and stuff. So I found those little guys, 95 cents, and today in this store was red tag 50% off day, so like 45 cents. 50 cents. Then the next book I found is this one. So it is The Little Big Book of Life, and it's a really cute book. It's one of those kind of lots of illustrations, and most of which are from like very old books, and like a lot of different themes. Really cute stuff, and also lots of like verses and things. So I know they're kind of like almost like the books that are released like by Hallmark, sort of like they're like a nice gift book. So they have really nice pictures in them. I always end up finding like really nice ones. There's a lot of books like this. There's like sort of one for each member of the family. Like you'll find like, I found one for toddlers, moms, dads, like sisters, brothers. I think that they're typically made with the concept of like being a gift in mind. Oh my gosh, look how cute the cover is. I didn't even see that. It's these frogs on bicycles. Like how cute is that? So yeah, that one. And then the next one I was really excited. I don't think I'm going to cut this one up. I think I'm actually just going to keep it. This is the price from the chapters where it was originally purchased from. It was, I'm just going to take it off the cover because I do not like to have stickers on my books. So it's called The Vintage Tea Party Year by Angel Adori, a perfect tea party for every occasion. And this was $4.25. So it's nice, like it's a book about like just basically different vintage stuff. It was regularly a $30 book US, and it's not old. It's a newer book, I think. Let's take a look inside. Yeah. Is from 2013. So it's a little older, but not that old. And I guess this woman, I haven't heard of her before, but how cute are these? But she seems to be like a really cute, like, lover of like modern vintage. And there's a lot of recipes. And I have a book that's about candy making that's very similar to this. It wouldn't surprise me if it were actually the same publisher. Potentially even same author, but maybe not. But she's got like DIY kind of stuff and then lots and lots of recipes. How to create heart hair. How cute is that? Whiskey recipes, champagne gelatin, how to create a hair bow. I always mean to do these hairstyles for my daughter. I've been doing this really cute, like this braid that wraps all the way around her head lately. And I've been thinking I want to do more like fun hairstyles. Like she's really nice about letting me do whatever. Traditional black bun. Wow, that looks beautiful. Almost like a beef Wellington, but sweet. So yeah, what a cool book. Anyhow, I could browse that all day. I should stop me now. And this one, honestly, I am so stoked that I found it. Janet Marsh's Nature Diary. I have no idea who would donate such a book. I always think that when I see books like this, I'm like, this book is unbelievably beautiful. Like, I've also been looking at it on, like, I think Amazon, and it's like either $50 or $60. It's been sitting in my cart for a very long time. I can't remember if it's on like Abe Books or Amazon, but I've been looking at this book for ages. I'm not even, I doubt that I even have the heart to cut this book up. I think it will just go into my nature library because I am a huge lover of books like this. So this is one of those books that I just want to keep, and then if I were to find a second copy, I would cut it up perhaps. But it's a beautiful book. A very Edith Holden feel to it, obviously. 1979. So it's a seasonal journal and a nature study. My birthday, August the 1st. So yeah, it's got beautiful botanicals and birds and critters, fish. I also am just really looking forward to reading it. I'm starting to get that winter cozy feeling. I just really want to like get cozy. Although it is so cold today. Like it's like -9 with the wind chill. I'm like, I'm not ready. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to show you this next book. It is the coolest thing ever. Bear with me. You'll see why in a moment. Okay. These are my hands. Look at the size of this book. Okay. Look at this thing. It's literally a giant book. Okay. So it is on the front here. It says Brad Morrison News Staff. On the back, the price of it was $2.95. Hopefully you can see this. It's a thick book. Okay. So what it is some kind of like a newspaper. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I just rocked the camera. 1 minute. I'm just going to get it open and then I'll show you a couple of things. So it's the Silhouette newspaper from Thursday, September 11th, 1980. And it has a 1981 smaller newspaper in front, but it's literally like this gigantic book that has full page newspaper in it. And it's quite, I'd say there's a lot of it here. It's beautifully yellowed. I saw this book sitting like on a table and I was like, this is going to be like expensive, but it was $2.95. I mean, I'm sure they're just trying to find someone to take it because maybe a lot of people wouldn't want this big book of newspapers. but it's like, it's professionally like bound like a book. They're not like clipped in or anything. It's actually a book. So I don't know if this is like, maybe, I don't know, if you know, or if you've worked in any kind of journalism kind of background and you have an idea about what this is, I'd love to hear more. I'm imagining that it's like if you worked for a newspaper, maybe at the end of the year they would bind all of their newspapers into this big, cool, hard-covered book. But this is like so nostalgic and cool to me. Like, I was like a kid of, you know, the 80s. So it's pretty neat to see all of this stuff. And I think it's from Hamilton, Ontario is where this was based, I think. I could be wrong though. It is so neat. And there's like a lot of advertising and a lot of art stuff in it. Like, I'm excited to kind of look back at what was going on at that time. Yeah. A lot of political stuff. I think maybe it has something to do with McMaster University. Yeah, so really cool newspaper book and gigantic. I'm gonna have to sort out what to do with this and where to keep it. Well, I know where I can keep it, but so yeah, it's a gigantic book. I think for this Friday book haul, I'm gonna win the biggest book award. If we're giving out awards, I'm gonna win it. Okay. Hold on, I gotta get the books from the other day, which are right behind me. Okay, so you know how I mentioned those traveler's journals at the beginning? So I made those for the holidays. I'm doing one holiday market and I figure I'll share them on Etsy. They probably wouldn't all, you know, sell probably, so I'll be able to have some for the market, or if I didn't, then I mean it's a happy tragedy, right? So the other idea that I had that I wanted to do for the holidays, this is so much like a stoplight, how funny, was I wanted to make some just kind of sketchbook or blank journal book books that could be unisex, you know, practical kind of books. So I got these from our local, one of our local thrift stores, and I really love them because they're like just electronics kind of books. They're cool vintage books. So this is How to Test Almost Everything Electronic by Jack Dar. And the thrift store, I think, really respected how cool they were because they had them all you know, they had taken the sleeves off and they had displayed them in different colored piles. So this one is from, yes dear, 1966 by Tab Books. So it's got some neat like pages in it with different diagrams. My husband actually found them pretty practical. He was like, oh, are you cutting those up? They're great books. And I said, there's a million of them at this thrift store. If you need some of this old school information, there's a whole library there. So go ahead. These ones are mine. So I'm going to make just blank journals out of them, or like sketchbook style journals. This one I really liked, Servicing Cassette and Cartridge Tape Players by Homer Davidson. And again, the same concept. It's also by Tab Books. This is just, I think, their style of like books. Like, so this is from 1978, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, it says it's the first edition, and the first printing was January 1970. Oh, okay, yeah, so the third printing of the first edition, I assume, because it's 1978 is mentioned. So, oh, look, it has somebody's North York Auto Body Shop. Weston Road above Finch Avenue. This, I guess, was an old business card. That's cool. So anyways, it also has a lot of cool like, you know, the inside of a VCR, like lots of, it's obviously, it's ready to get out of its spine, clearly. But yeah, lots of like cool pages. So I'll probably leave a few pages inside these when I use them. This is the TV Troubleshooter's Handbook. And again, just very cool. And it's also, I think, tab books. Yes, 1975. So like lots of illustrations. So yeah, that's going to be one of my next projects, is to make some of these. I have some other vintage books from my collection that I've been saving to do the same thing with, because I'd like to have maybe a dozen of them for the holiday market. And then I found this book, which is really beautiful. It's called Curiosa, Celebrity Relics, Historical Fossils, and Other Metamorphic Rubbish by Barton Lidis Benes. And it's really nice. It's got really nice images in it, and also just some cool stories about what all these different things are. Yeah, so just like different kind of objects that have been identified. And I have a plan for some of this book for a custom journal that I'm working on right now for a lovely customer friend of mine. And so I really thought this was a neat book. And then my last book of the day is this one. So it's called Three Saxon Nobles and Other Verses by Jack Preletsky. Pictures by Eva Johanna Rubin. And it's a Mississauga Library System discard from 1969. And I don't know, like the story itself didn't really, I don't know what it's about, or it didn't really appeal to me, but the drawings are amazing. The illustrations, I absolutely adore these. They're very folk arty. Oh, who are you? Cute, cute. Look at that. That was just inside the book. How sweet is that? It really kind of goes with the aesthetic of the book. That's very cute. Anyhow, and a little train, these cats. And it's just got like these different verses in it, but like I'm really happy about the illustrations. I think they're very sweet. Yeah. Okay, so that is it for me for today. You know what else I can show you while I'm here is my Anne Brooke Textile Artist 52 tags handmade challenge for this week, this past week, which was to stitch a bird. So I used all the threads from my Ort and I stitched this bird on this journal tag. So I'll share that with you because I'm not doing my weekly wrap-up videos right now. Life is just a little bit busy. So my videos outside of the kind of journal flip throughs and the planned ones like this, so that I have challenges I'm taking part in, they'll be a little random. They'll still be happening, but like they're a little random. I'm not sticking to a schedule. But thank you so much for hanging out with me and checking out the book haul, and I'd love it if you subscribed. The more the merrier here in this community. I just got over 300 subscribers and I'm pretty happy about that. It's lovely. So thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you're having a really nice day. Happy Friday. I hope the weekend is going to be full of staying warm and having fun. So take care, everyone. Bye for now.